Hello guys, and welcome to episode 3 of my Baranavichy campaign in Steel Division 2, playing on the Axis side. Previously we had some very close defensive battles, but we managed to beat back the Soviets so far, so hopefully from now on that trend will continue. We have just moved into our turn, so we've got plenty to do. First things first, I want to destroy the 151st Tank Regiment. We're probably going to do that with the 576th Construction Battalion because they are probably the least valuable unit, and the other one I can then move on, the 507th Heavy Panzer Battalion. So we'll just do that quickly. There we go. That's actually brought in a couple of their aircraft, so good to bear that in mind. Although, what I may want to do is block that off from being the case in the future. Let's put the air superiority in front of the airfield. Lovely. So that's used up the action points on the 947th Assault Regiment and the 99th Bomber Regiment anyway. We have the 54th Bomber Regiment here, which has actually taken quite a lot of damage from a previous attack, and they also have the fighters as well. Right, after that's been done, we're going to move up right up into the face of the 51st Recon Squadron and the 127th Cavalry Regiment, and hopefully get the job done here nice and quickly. They do have fortifications. But we're not going to need to break them down because we already took Kiilstofte, apparently, by moving our moving our tanks in that position. Okay. I don't think that was supposed to happen, but I guess we'll get access to some extra reinforcements in the next turn, I would assume. Okay, great. Now let's move up some other forces. I don't think I want to put the Citerungs in front or put them behind, because otherwise they'll get attacked. We'll just move them all up and then we'll have them call in as reinforcements. I could actually probably get away with arting one of these in the next turn and then making an attack from that, so we might try doing that. Alright, so we've built up some forces there. We've completed that objective already, which is rather amusing. That's taken 1,000 points away from the Soviets, so it's now 9,356 to 331. Alright, Grodpadnek still sitting here. Let's dig in the Grenadiers behind. And previously, the Grenadiers down here got attacked, right? The 509th Grenadier Regiment. I believe they lost quite a lot of their men. Yeah, it looks like they did take the damage that we expected them to. It just wasn't shown at the end of the battle. I just wanted to double check that. Let's move them back then. And I should probably think about digging in the 292nd Pioneer Battalion, but I might keep them out of combat for the time being, just so they have the action points to help the Assault Battalion AOK 2. Alright, we're going to need some more units on this bottom side, so we'll bring down the 3rd Battalion of the 37th Security Regiment, and I'm going to send these Panzer Grenadiers to the top side. Probably not that unit. Let's move them down to the bottom, because that's just a HQ section, whereas the 2nd Battalion has plenty to work with, so we can move them up to the Stugs here. Now the 1,675th Artillery Mortar Regiment is going to want to get involved here. If I attack these guys, they will probably bring those in to help out, and we can likely disorganize both of those in order to make some ground before the 42nd Guards Cavalry Regiment and the 40th Guards Cavalry Regiment can do anything about it. Let's also bring up this Security Regiment and the Panzergrens and the 49th Tank Destroyer Battalion. And then the AA Battalion, I'm not sure where I'm going to need them, potentially on this bottom side, since they are moving the 4th Tank Regiment down here. We're going to have to defend against them for sure. And that security, 1st Battalion can move down there. And I believe that is most of our movements done, because I'm going to want to keep the front line relatively the same for now. We've got 2 squares between each of these defensive units, which means they are more or less forced to attack these, and then I can just reinforce from behind with any of the extra units that I need to. I might need to fill this gap in between at some point, but currently we are doing enough to stop that. Maybe I have to move one of these into that gap. We will see. But it's going to be a little while until we get some more Hungarians on the field. I'm going to wait until the 6th. And we don't have any points to bring in any of these troops just yet. So it looks like everything is done for us except from this attack onto the mortars. Let's select the 183rd Artillery Mortar Regiment. And we'll dive into those with the 177th Assault Gun Brigade. I'm also likely going to use the Close Support Wing, because that will allow me to bomb any mortars we find. Although, saying that, do we really need them? I don't think so. Let's just tactical battle and jump on in. Now this could be a little bit risky because of course we only have Stugs, but I think we have enough to just kind of run them down. Okay. So we'll just put Stugs down and Stur 42s down. I guess the Stur 42s would probably just be the best bet actually. Just Stur 42s, because I don't think they have any AT capacity at all. So you can actually use these tanks for once, which is cool. I might just bring a couple of these Stug 3 G-Führers with them though, to give extra veterancy, make them a bit better at their job. Alright, that'll do. That's all we can really bring in. Let's launch the battle. Give the attack move orders towards the spawn points. And then we're just going to have to bring in tanks on each tick to secure the flags and take out anything that is left behind. So it's really just going to be like a matter of finding the units we need to kill. Dushka going down there, that's fine. It's opened up quite a lot of ground on the left side. I can also bring in the STKF Z71s to secure some ground. I'm going to have to move that Stur 42 to the left for the time being, I think. We'll just bring in another Stur 42 in the meantime. Each Stur 42 should be able to one-shot the Dushkas. There we go. Beautiful. Looks like that's all they're using for holding the front line. Right, we've opened up the left side quite nicely. But this right side's going to be a little bit of a problem. I might have to split up the Stug 3 G-Führer and the Stur 42 here. There might be something up on this flag as well because of the way that the front line is pushing in. It's not often you see these used. They're little stubby 105 mils. Great HE value. Do plenty of damage. But we found an artillerist. Well, they're pretty dead. Let's go towards these trees and then that flag afterwards. Bring another Stug into the middle. Definitely something here we need to take care of. It's probably like another infantry unit of some sort, like a commandant, maybe. Right, let's speed things up. These Stur 42s are really slow. Alright, we found the Visivod there. Let's take them out. It's really affecting the front line. Alright, we should be able to find the one here as well. It's probably pretty close now. Alright, they're falling back. Run them down. There's definitely something like in between that's in this light cover, so we'll go and take that out. Oh, there it is. Visivod. Maybe I should bring my Aufklaller with me. Bring in a couple of those so that we can find these units easier. Although on the left side, I don't think it's going to be so much of a problem anymore. Because those are going to get forced to fall back and probably get killed anyway. We found the Dushka on the right hand side, so we'll keep pushing up there. Let's bring in the Stur 42 on that right side. Found the Visivod, we're going to be pinning those down and surrendering them. Hopefully, if we can keep line of sight. If not, then that's kind of awkward. Alright, let's have the Stur 42 go up on the hill here. This Stug 3 can do the same. So many of these Visivod hanging about, and I just don't have any infantry to really deal with it. Alright, plenty of Dushkas there. Be funny if these Dushkas actually end up killing a Sto 42, because they potentially could if they'd done enough HE damage. Alright, founding the artillerist. The reason I'm not speeding this up, by the way, guys, is because it can get pretty out of hand with the front line sort of surrounding my units if I am not too careful. So although it probably looks relatively easy, just got to make sure that I do it sequentially as opposed to just kind of speeding through. I've already run out of ammunition on the machine guns of these Sto 42s. I was wondering why they were showing ammo issues. Interesting. Well, those VZ-VOD are probably going to get into cover and there's nothing I can do about that. So we'll bring up another Sto 3 here. Another 2 Dushkas. Go on, Sto 42. There you go. Boom. That's what we like to see. Right, there they come again on that right hand side. Oh, we lost one. Was that 2 artillery? What is this? Oh, an F-22 got the kill. Interesting. Okay, well, I didn't really expect to see those. That's kind of awkward. That's very awkward indeed. We're getting to the back of the map to their artillery. Their artillery has AP rounds, and we're likely going to lose that Stug as well. This is why you check what you're up against, guys. That's just amusing. I'm not even mad. Right, let's move up this Stug towards that flag. We just need to keep capturing these flags best we can. I'm trying to surround this unit in the trees. Alright, we'll get the machine gun on target here. The F-22 might actually end up killing the tank though if we're not too careful, so we'll just speed it back up to that objective. I'm going to keep the Sto 42 on the hill there, and we'll bring another Stug to the left hand side just to make sure that we don't lose control of that. Right, let's make sure we kill these units. Really got to pin down the VZ-VOD, that's the main one. I don't really care about the artillerists, they don't affect the front line. Alright, where is this unit up on this hill? Must be in these trees. We're going to win a major victory in 2 minutes, so job done, I guess. We did lose 2 Stugs to an artillery battalion, but that's okay, because it was very amusing. Unfortunately, these guys are coming back. That's going to cause a minor defeat for them if I let it. Really got to get on top of those ASAP. Let's just surround it. There's definitely some infantry here somewhere, and I need to deal with. We'll just keep driving around to his bomb. They're in one of those buildings. Oh, there's the VZ-VOD. I'm gonna hopefully kill them pretty quickly, especially with the Stug firing from the hill. The machine gun is firing as well. There we go, beautiful. Right, how have I not found that unit? It might be like a small unit, like a commandant. Oh no, there they are. There they are. Found ya. Let's point blank them in the face. Stug standing around here. Like, hello, Dushka. Goodbye, Dushka. Give me those flags back. Oh, we found the VZ-VOD. Perfect. These ones, I guess, are doing a runner in the town. Oh no. Classic. Playing hide and seek, are we? Right, they're falling back towards my Stug now, which is okay. Although I need to pin them down in time. If they keep running into heavy cover, we're not going to be able to spot them. This is ridiculous. Alright, well, we win. Major victory is important. 38 kills, 2 losses. We lost a Stug 42 and a Stug 3. Alright. Well, job done. I could potentially destroy them with the 2nd Battalion of the 5th Cavalry Regiment, but ultimately I think we're just going to chill there for now. I am a little bit worried that the cavalry regiments will attack us, and if they do, the 177th Assault Gun Brigade is going to have a little bit of trouble dealing with those, because we won't have anything to stop the infantry in the heavy cover. I guess I could use bombers, so maybe we'll just save that for that defense. Will be a hard one though. I've left myself in a little bit of a pickle. You will see. Alright, let's move on to the next turn.
Regiment 35 is available with 4th Panzer.
And Regiment 35 is available. That disorganized unit pushing the front line through there is not very nice, and this is just what we expected to happen, so let's go ahead and bring the bombers in as well. I am kind of tempted to bring in the close support wing as well, just for the extra points available, but no, we'll just go in as is. Here we go. I'm not sure if it's going to be breakthrough defense. It is. Okay, well this isn't so bad then. If it's breakthrough defense, we should be fine, because I can just set up some recon, and we can spot the infantry and stuff that way, and just kill the Stug 42s from distance. Okay, we'll just do the same here. Deploy them without transport. This left side might be a bit awkward. The biggest thing I'm worried about here is the numbers of units they're going to have. Alright, I'm going to move these up to there, and we're going to have an Aufklärer unload in here. Do I have a Stug 42? I do. Alright, so they are going to move in front of this tree line. And we just got to be careful for the 45mm AT guns, but otherwise we should be okay. Alright, that's pretty much it. That's all we need to do. I guess actually if I could get close to the spawn, then we could just kill stuff as it comes out of the spawn, but maybe best to just kind of hold back down here and kill stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to have enough stuff to kill them, because all their infantry costs like 1 point to bring in each, right? But then again, we did just one shot through their transport, so not so bad, I guess. Oh, well, there goes one of my tanks already. What happened there? I guess side shot? Oh, it got killed by the OB. Yeah, that has the heat rounds to do the job, so. Right, let's move these forwards because I'm a little concerned about that artillery fire. We're probably going to want to start pushing up on the right hand side here actually. Going to bring in another Aufklärer, and we'll bring in Stug. And then I'm going to save for a bomber that we can use to take out some of this artillery as we push forwards. And the light amount of machine gun ammo that the Stör 42s have is pretty ridiculous. I just thought they had more than that. Cav Comrati there being spotted. Stug will do the job. Lovely. Alright, give me that bomber. I'll make sure that dies. And the idea of moving the Stug and the Stör over to the right hand side is so that we can just get shots onto the spawn from here. We'll just do as much damage as we can to these cavalry regiments as they keep pushing into us. I might need a couple of tanks for the center because they seem to be coming through these trees, which is not good. As long as I kill the PTRDs before they get to us, we're all good. Right, let's have that leave. Bring a Stug in there. I'm going to need some recon in the center, but I guess I could potentially have like a SDKZ7 there with an Aufklärer in the building as well. And then we bring in like the Commandant to the right, for example. Another armor crack on from the OB. With the heat rounds, they have really good penetration. Oh no, and the OB on the right here is also doing damage. Let's pull this back. Not good at all. It's going to be a dead Stör 42. Those OBs, man. They are deadly. Yep, there it goes. I'm a little bit concerned for the life of my Aufklärer. I feel like there's infantry coming in from the left side, potentially. And we're doing okay, as well as to be expected. The 45 mils and the OBs can always kill the Stugs, so just gotta make sure we're on top of that. Hopefully the Stör 42 can get the job done there before it dies, unless it misses entirely. Because eventually one of those shots is going to hit, and it's going to hurt. Like that. Only takes one shot. There's nothing we can really do about that, except from just kill all of the OBs, but I'm not sure how many they'll have. It'll probably be, just thinking, like 8 in total. They've got 2 cavalry divisions. We're running out of HE shells as well. Great. I'm going to move this Stör 42 back. And the only saving grace really is that the OB unloaded at the spawn, so it's going to take a while to get forwards, and we've got 5 minutes left. Being attacked by 2 cavalry regiments and holding on like this is pretty good. I guess I could like have bombers on standby to kill these if I was more prepared for them, but yeah, I'm not. So, there we go. Alright, that PTRD, I need to spot it. Oh no, Kazaradzvedka right next to us. They didn't end up spotting my Aufklärer though. Oh no, PTRD spam, boys. Like the 1v1 meta. Let's just rip them apart with my SDKFZ 7-1. And we're going to have to move back my Aufkladder here. I still need to discover the PTRD on the right side. Let's go ahead and do that. Although I shouldn't really reveal my Aufkladder, because otherwise they're going to get shot at by the Kozaki. Oh, it's a Kozaki squad, I see. Okay, it's not actually a... Not actually a PTRD squad. Well, at least we're doing plenty of damage there. I might need to pull back a little bit though. Not even a flag there that we need to defend really. I'm just getting a bit greedy with my placement. They must have run out of ammunition or something. Oh, that's not good. Come on, 3-star. Stir 42. You can do it. Yes, you can. Oh, he just bounced another shot. What a beauty. Don't let that one kill you, and we'll be just fine. There we go. Lovely. Right, I can't believe I can't see that OB. There's an OB in here that's firing at my Stir 42. It's probably going to end up killing it with HE. Let's bring in some more of those. Bring in a bomber, I guess, to deal with this OB. And we'll just have these push through. Actually, we'll just wait for the bomber to come. I'm going to need a bomber to take out that mortar, for sure. Oh, you're kidding. The artillery taking out my outfit there. Oh dear. Come on, game. Please. Well, there goes the OB, just as I was about to bomb it. I guess that's fine. Gonna drop the bombs in front of wherever that was going. I have no idea what killed me there. Probably another PTRD. We can reverse away from the Kazkomrati. Oh, that's probably a Ziz 12. We need to be careful about that. That's going to do a lot of damage. I might not shoot down the HE-111, because HE-111s are pretty tanky, but still. Just kill that Studebaker. Okie dokie. And back we go. Right, 3 minutes left. We've held on quite well so far. I can definitely bomb these guys out of here. And I'll bomb the guys out of there as well. Ooh, that's not good. So we want to be out of machine gun range. We want to be at 1,000 meter range, ideally. That is the perfect range to be at when engaging that infantry. I'm going to want to take back that place there. Stop those in their tracks. Oh, they did not just bail out my Stur 42. Come off it. Those PTRDs, man. Alright, this 12 goes down. Lovely. Okay. Right, let's just reverse back here. Another PTRD trying to do its best. They won't automatically aim at the bailed out PTRD, which is good. We've got that going for us, but let's make sure that is dead. I guess I could bring in the SDKZ7 to the right hand side as well. Actually having one of those at the start with my Sturs might have saved them from the OBs at the 1,000 meter range, because the OB, if it misses its first shot on an SDKZ7, will die. We definitely need to move this because it's going to get killed by the RT. Oh, look at that damage. Beautiful. Right, we're going to want to tuck this right in. We want to save that. Although, we don't actually need to fix it in order to have it saved on the campaign map. It'd be good to just have it fixed up so that we can engage any infantry we need to. Right, still a total defeat for them, which is good. Is that going to be the OB again? Oh shit, here we go. The one shot. Not quite, not quite. Surely going to run out of ammunition soon. You can't help but laugh in those situations because that is ridiculous. Saved by the bell though. Total victory. Those crits, man. Those crits. Right. In total, we lost 2 Stil 42s, Stug 3, Stug 3 G-Fuhrer. Another Stug 3 there. All to those OBs. Damn. And the mortar killed our recon as well. Right, well, I'm happy with that because that's going to disorganize those 2 units as well. And the mortar regiments are completely cut off at the moment. We're actually going to have a really fun battle against those tanks. The T-3485s are just pushed in, they're Group Hardneck. We can actually crush them with the Tigers. That will be fun. Although attacking them might put us into a breakthrough battle, which would be quite scary for Tigers. Can we not actually attack them with anything? Oh my lord. Well, I definitely want to obviously cut off this attack. I think the best way to do it is use the assault gun brigade to attack the 183rd Artillery Mortar Regiment. Alright, we'll just use the fighters to provide air superiority again. Deny that airspace. Lovely. And yeah, I think we'll make that attack. I'm just going to auto-resolve it. Should be fine. There we go. Cuts off these guys, which is also fine. I could potentially attack up into these with the dug-in unit. That should be fine. They'll stay dug in. It's perfect. Because now I can move up behind them, push the front line over them, and they're in a better position. It does, however, leave this 5th Cavalry Regiment in a bit of a sticky spot. They could get attacked pretty hard next turn. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll just pull back slightly with those. And that might leave some other units vulnerable here, but if I can move in maybe next to these mortars or something with the Panzergrenz, that's okay. I'm going to move these Panzergrenz up here. I don't want to be close enough that we can be engaged on. I don't think the unit here can engage though. Maybe it can actually. I don't know. We'll just stay there. Then this unit can fill up this gap next to the 2nd Battalion of the 5th Cavalry Regiment. I don't think the 3rd Mechanized will be in range to attack them. We'll just have the 49th Tank Destroyer Battalion behind. Although I do need a unit to destroy the 1675th Mortar Regiment, so maybe I need to do that. But I do want to have a battle against the 9th Tank Regiment here. These are not very strong. They'll be backed up by some pretty weak brigades. So potential for a pretty decent attack here by Group Hardneck. They wouldn't have really any Phase A reinforcements, so I guess I could bring in the artillery behind. That might not be too bad of an idea. Now we could also make an attack, of course, up onto the recon up here. But we will have to find our way through all of these bunkers. Yeah. We'll definitely attack the recon over the 127th Cavalry Regiment, I think. I would like to push both of them back, though. Maybe we'll just have to, like, brute force our way through there by attacking them all with the use of aircraft. We did see that the 30th or the 35th Panzer Regiment is available. That allows us to use Panthers. Very nice. And Panzer IVs. Okay, well, they're coming in. That's for sure. Let's grab them. Wow. That's pretty beastly. Well, we still have the Security Regiment here. Let's move them up next to the 1675th Artillery Mortar Regiment. Move these guys a bit forwards. No, have these go up to the top side here. Okay, and then these guys can follow up as well, unless I want to push them to the top side as well. No, let's just have them come down the road for now. Cool. So we've got some really serious heavy armor on the way. Let's make this attack. So we're going to bring in Group Harnack. I'm going to bring in the artillery. And then I guess some bombers, maybe. Let's bring in the 3rd Close Support Wing, or the 3rd Battalion in the 1st Close Support Wing, because I'm going to need the bombers for probably this attack up into Stolbsy. So let's do this. Tactical battle. Player control. We don't actually have much infantry. I'm sure we can make it work. I do have Baranavichy, so we can maybe use those from the artillery. I can also just RT places where there are infantry. But shouldn't be too difficult. This is a really nice open map as well. Wow. Okay. Well, the Tigers should have a field day here. Especially considering we have 60 points to work with, we can bring in all of them. Get up on that ridge. May as well just get up on this ridge. And bring up the tanks there as well. Actually, I might have these drive up from this side. Reason being is if their T-34s come down this road, I don't want them to sideshot my Tigers when they're sort of going around this bend. At least if they come from this way, they'll drive up and go straight to here, which will basically have their armor facing the right way already. That's going to be pretty important. We'll have a couple on the main road, just to kind of defend that. And then we're going to need a couple here to defend this road. Not sure where they're going to focus their efforts, so I'm just going to have to make sure I have every road more or less defended. We'll try and get up here, although it might be best if we just kind of stay on the low ground. On this right side is going to be the hardest part to defend, for sure. Yeah. I'm probably going to have to have some infantry or some recon, I guess. We could use the Jaeger Spähtrupp, actually. They're pretty good squads. We can put one in here, for sure. And I'll probably have one maybe further to the right. They're a bit close for comfort. The 50-50 in general is going to be pretty scary. But we want to make sure that our Tigers are engaging from pretty much max range. I'm going to have a Tiger head around the right hand side here. And then push up from there to kind of cut off the reinforcements. Okay. Let's have a Spähtrupp head towards the church in the center. That will give all the information we need for the Tigers in the center. I could probably use a bomber at the start to just kind of take care of any artillery maybe. But otherwise, we're pretty much all good. I might just have like a Baranavichy come up with some of these Tigers to give them the extra veterancy and also just in general infantry support. But I think it's going to get it to a point in this one where I just have all of the artillery in. Maybe I could bring in some of the artillery at the start, actually. And, yeah, just have them firing away. 8,125 meter range. Alright, we'll move them up slightly. I'll have like 3 positions, one in each side. Okay, that'll do. Let's launch the battle. Off we go. Speed things up. The Tigers are on their way. And the hardest part is going to be making ground, for sure. Because even though we can kill all the T-35s at range, we won't be able to like wipe out a lot of the infantry that they brought in to reinforce. But they brought in the Shermans alongside the T-34 85s. I'm going to put these on to fire at will. I'm not really going to be paying much attention to them. Okay, cool. Going to want to be a little bit careful with the troops there. Please don't unload my Jägerspiritus Rebelli. That'd be really annoying. Alright, we'll just do it manually. We can take care of those recon vehicles, no problem. Okay, say hello to my Tigers, T-34s. One down already. Just going to give them the extra veterancy here. Make those Tigers pretty much unbeatable. Ooh, that is dangerous. That is a dangerous engagement. Probably going to have these ones. Have to push up on the right after the start. Once we've taken out those, we'll just do an attack move up there. That crew panic is making it come too close, which is kind of annoying. Alright, let's bring in more Tigers to this position. It looks like that's going to be the best position to go from. I am a little bit worried about T-34s popping out down here. I'm going to have to kill them at close range. Right, we do have a unit sneaking up on us, probably just like a PTRD or something. I can cause some like ugly crits, so I'm gonna have to make sure I take them out. Ooh, let's not get killed by the Avtos. That's not a good idea. Alright, we'll let them have that flag for now. I'm gonna get some Beobachter to this left-hand side. Let's see what's going on. Okay, cool. And I'm going to need probably a couple Tigers, or I guess the last Tiger, up on that hill. I'm going to bring in just a unit of infantry to take control of the town in the center. We'll need a unit of infantry to push up on this left-hand side and reveal the enemy there. We'll probably need a unit of infantry on this right-hand side as well. And these are going to fire at point-blank range. I could actually just use these as infantry guns, actually. So let's bring in more of these. We're definitely going to want to fall back from that engagement. Okay, great. Boom, just rolling up the highway. Look at all of these dying up here. Their men running up as well. And the T-34 in the distance. Well, that's a shooter kill. Probably got a side shot, I guess. These should not be pushing forwards like that. It is very, very stupid. Try and just get that kill. Back off. I missed. 70% chance to hit, and he misses. Classic. Gonna have to move that back. Right, I'm just gonna bring in a couple of FKs there. I am just gonna use them as infantry guns, I think. Makes sense. These guys do have 2 machine guns actually, these Stabswache. Stabswache? Is that how you say it? Not entirely sure. Sorry if I'm butchering that one. I do want to move some of these up, but pretty risky, I think, because of the infantry that's in that right-hand side. I can, of course, get the bombers to start clearing out these trees. We could start saving up for, like, carpet bombing. I'm going to need the ones with the 8 50-kilogram bombs for that. Just drive them out of those positions. Okay, well, we found a lot of infantry there, but they're all going to get absolutely hammered. This one's not even in the right position. I unloaded early because I thought I'd have line of sight, but of course the buildings are in the way, so that is not the case. We should definitely have these actually get into cover if they're going to continue that engagement. Gonna put all of these on fire at will. Lovely. Well, I guess we found a new use for those guns. Use them as infantry guns. Why not? This is literally just going to be my Stabswache just pushing forwards towards this point. There is some Abtos there though. I'm going to have to get like a bomber to clean them up. Well, the artillery's coming in here, which is kind of cool. I need to get an infantry squad that can push up to these buildings. That would be probably the best way to take that. So do I have anything that can do that? Maybe these Baranavichy can? I will take that point. Looks like I'm going to use these to push up here, or that's very risky. Let's just wait for the bomber. Bomb those trees. And when they fall back, we can finish them off. Right, I'm going to have this tiger move next to the other tiger, just so that we can engage any tanks that come down that road. Nice and easy. There we go, the Abtos are doing a runner, that's good. If I can secure that position, I can probably get a couple tigers to move up onto the ridge, although they are going to recover soon. So I'm a little bit concerned. These artillery pieces aren't actually doing too bad. We have just taken that flag, which is good. We're going to win in 13 minutes and 50 seconds. Oh, here comes a tank. Nice crew kill. Ooh, that's not good. I'm probably going to have to move them back for the time being. Moving up onto that ridge might not be the best idea just yet. I'm going to bring in a recon aircraft that will show us what's going on, because there are a lot of tanks there. These guys did manage to break through, which is good. I can probably move my recon across the open. I'm going to get a couple of supply vehicles in. Right, let's move this Tiger back. I'm not happy with it being that far up. These guys need to be on reserve fire. Right, are they being shot? They're threading the needle there, aren't they? Blimey. I'm not sure if going this far up is a good idea, just because I won't be able to support them, so I'm probably going to fall back from that one on the left. Taking the flags on the right I think is the best bet. Now this is why I brought back this Tiger, so that we can continue to engage those from range. I'm going to bring in the Commandant on this side. On this side. Cool. Nice. Doing well indeed. We don't need to take this to get that flag, so that's fine. Let's just bring in more and more of these bombers, and we're going to bomb all those. Okay. Cool. So at some point I am going to have to bring these together in order to resupply them if they keep firing. So like for example I move this one up to be with that 75mm there. That's the wrong unit. Need to move the Tiger up here. There is a slight hill that we can use to get some line of sight down that road. A little bit concerned for the Jägerspürtruppe, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to fly over this point and see what we're dealing with. Not sure if we'll spot any in the trees, but maybe we'll spot it. I don't know. Alright, that's those Avtos taken care of now, which is good. Alright, that T-34 coming in at close range through the light forest is not what I like to see, because the Tigers might die one-on-one. We can speed things up a little bit whilst I wait for more points. Saying that, we are getting quite a lot of points very quickly. Make sure my Tiger's not showing side armor as this T-34 comes up. I'm going to probably bomb that and then we'll engage. These guys are going to want to fall back. Ah, that went into cover. Annoying. And we're going to want to keep these guys in cover from now on. Okay, well, that's kind of annoying. How do we make ground? How do I make ground? I guess I could like force my tigers forwards or something. I'm not sure. I've got 1 more hour or so there. We could maybe like do attack move orders with the artillery, because I don't really care much about this artillery. Ooh, that's a close engagement. That's not what we like to see. Please kill that. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm going to try and control these points on the right hand side. If we can get to the edge of this hill, we control those 3 points easy. But it just takes me having enough bombers to break down their troops. I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can to any infantry units we see. Make them all fall back. Kill them all. Maybe if I can get the recon up, we can bot them a bit better and the tigers get the kills. How much more recon do I have? I guess I could use the motorcycles actually, that's not a terrible idea. I've got 4 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it like a major victory anyway. Just because we'd need 4 more points, I think? No. Yeah, probably 4 more points, I guess. I think we've killed all of their T-34s, or at least most of them. All of this artillery is constantly firing away. Just push them off the ridge. That's all I need to do. Get the old motorcycles to back move to the light cover. Let's keep pushing forwards. Found the Thraki there. That's good. They're dead. Perfect. There are some more T-34s coming in. See if we can get to the edge of the hill before they arrive. And if those are moving up, these can too. There's a lot of tanks coming in, but we're going to have a lot of bombers, so it's not too bad. Oh, I think this was like, I thought this was the Shermans, but I think this is just like a Phase C tank brigade coming in, right? Oh, well, we're just going to get more kills onto the next brigade, I guess. Cool. We got the shots coming in there. All of the bombs on target here. The bombers will kill these if we bomb them enough. Right, can we get a major victory? That is the question. I should have brought up these bikes sooner. They were the key that I was looking for. I'm hoping that 18 is a major victory. But I guess we'll find out. It is. Major victory, boys. We've done it. That's going to be the disheartened units on their side. Perfect. Oh, I'm so happy about that, because that's going to be the Phase C unit that came in. It's going to be disheartened. So that is awesome. We didn't even lose a single unit. 132 kills to 0 losses. That makes up for some of the more messy battles we've had. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah, not a single loss. Incredible. Those tanks, look at these. 5 T-34-85s. Very, very nice. I think that was the highest kill count for the Tigers. Looks like it. Very nice indeed. Alright, so that's 27 T-34s killed. Actually make that 29. 2 Comrottis there. Awesome. Very awesome indeed. So Group Hardneck smashing through in that position. Not ideal that the artillery is on the front line now. But I guess we can back it up potentially with the mixed AA battalion if they do get attacked. But this unit is now disorganized straight away. That's some reinforcing T-34s right there. The 3rd Tank Regiment is coming up. They're going to get hit pretty hard if they attack the front line. I guess I could move up my AA actually. Yeah, we'll move the AA up. And maybe they can reinforce in Phase B onto these artillery if we need to. That means I don't need to bring these guys in. I'm not sure what I'd do in Phase A though. I guess we could just use a lot of these guns to break down any infantry, because there's not going to be too much armor coming at us. And the armor that does come out at us could probably be killed by the AP shells. So that would be an interesting setup for sure. We'll just have like loads of infantry guns firing from the front line. As long as we had 60 deployment points, we'd be absolutely fine. Unfortunately, guys, that has been my time. I'm going to leave it here. Another hour episode for you guys. Crazy stuff. Next time around, we're going to be pushing into the defences at Stupse and actually take this properly from the enemy, rather than just nudging up against it. That's going to be something we do. And we might make attacks elsewhere, because they're pretty scarce on this bottom side. Might be able to find attacks down there. That's it for now though. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.